Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome this week's episode of Talks with TVBOO. Welcome this week's episode of the podcast. Hope everyone's having a great week, man. Hope everyone had an amazing Halloween. My Halloween was incredible. I know shit's so weird right now, this election going on, but you know what? I don't give a fuck, y'all. I don't give a shit about none of that, and you know what? I'm a happy guy, so leave me be. You know, some of y'all might be like, oh, you should care. It's like, no, I don't, and I'm very happy that way, so let me be happy. But man, my fucking Halloween was awesome, dude. And my guest today is the man that made it so fucking dope, man. I played this I played this festival, Revibe retreat in Myrtle Beach. And man, it was fucking awesome. It's not an easy thing to do, rent out an entire hotel and have two festival-sized stages and festival artists like come and it be safe during COVID times. And it was awesome. It was so flawless of an event that I had so much fun at. I was like, I got to meet the guy who threw the show, and I got to have him on the podcast, and I got him on today, and it's a fucking awesome episode, man. If you want to get inspired, you know, this guy's one of those guys that's just like, you know, just go fucking do it, you know, fail standing up, and I love that shit. He didn't fail, by the way. It's just an expression. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clifford Williams. Come here, girl, 'cause that is back. Let me take my tongue and go back your dirt track. I met a girl and her booty tastes like strawberries. I swear to God, this could be the one that I'm marrying. Hey, hey, and she's so different. I made that from behind. I met a girl and her booty tastes like strawberries. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. How are you doing?
Dude, I like the shirt. I'm doing really good. You know, everyone's stressed the fuck out today with the election, right? But I'm the most unpolitistic, if that's even a word, dude, you've ever met. So, like, I don't know what the fuck's happening right now, and I'm having the best day. I couldn't have a better day.
Dude, we're in the same boat on that because, honestly, I've paid zero attention to the election, what's going on. I know it's important, but, man, there's too many other more important things in our lives to be worried about.
Yeah, but also, I mean, it's just like, this is how I like to live. Let me live it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm happy being oblivious, then I'm happy. And I'm happy, bro. I'm having a fucking fantastic. I've been smiling the whole damn day, man.
There you go.
Yeah, man. I like the shirt, man. The shirt looks fucking good. I was seeing a lot of people. First off, let me just go ahead and say, dude, amazing event this past weekend, dude. Like, you know, as I'm walking around talking to people, you know, other artists, other people, you know, not a lot because I was staying socially distanced. But what I'm saying is everybody was saying the same shit. They're like, oh, this is tight. Like, this venue's fucking dope. We didn't think it was going to be this sick. And I didn't know what the fuck to expect. I was like, you know, we'll fucking see. And it's one of the most well-executed events and I've seen, and it's not a fucking easy thing to do. So just overall, how were you feeling about this past weekend, dude?
Dude, it's, you know, we did in 2.5 months, but it usually takes, 9 months to do. So I am stressed the fuck out. But it was honestly the most magical weekend I've ever experienced personally. And, you know, to hear all the positive feedback from everyone, man, it's a dream come true, man. You know, it's seeing a vision come and an idea come to life so flawlessly, you know, just about it inspires and motivates me to, you know, continue doing this because obviously, you know, it's a risk doing this. You know, it's really nothing that's been done like this before, at least to this scale. And, you know, everybody's expectations, in my opinion, were pretty low from the start because, you know, I'm a brand new promoter. You know, it's a brand new venue and a crazy fucking time. No one knew what to expect. And, you know, all I could do and my team could do was bring the most epic experience that we possibly could because we're all missing music. Yeah. We're all missing live music, you know, and that, you know, big festival sound. And, you know, the shows are great. Drive-ins are great. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, the festival experience, in my opinion, that's the life-changing stuff that we all do this for. You know, I went to my first festival in 2010, Electric Forest, and that changed my life. And ever since then, I've always wanted to do something along those lines, at least to give back and give people that kind of an experience. And this kind of, you know, this was my door in to be able to do that. And the team was fucking incredible, man. None of us had worked together before. Yeah. You know, the majority of us, and we all came together and just kicked ass, and we all just we all did our part, and it was great, man. It was one of the best weekends of my life.
Yeah, dude, I had the time of my life this weekend too, man. I had somebody ask me how was it. I was like, dude, I knew I missed festivals because this wasn't a show. This was like festival vibes, like all day. And I have fucking missed that fucking, like you said, man, festivals changed so many lives. It changed my life. First festival I went to, BOO 2013, changed my fucking life, dude. It's where I found electronic music. You know, and there's so many things that you touched upon in there that I kind of want to bring up. I mean, you know, like these drive-in shows, we have those going on, and I've played a couple. They're a lot of fun, dude, and they are, but, you know, there's just that festival vibe that you just can't get, and I feel like it's a hard thing to recreate the way y'all did it, but y'all did it. I mean, and the thing is, man, I'm seeing some drive-in shows that it's like they don't even have a sound system. The sound system is the cars. And, dude, that sounds as boring as a fucking S-Fam intro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, but, yeah, man, I thought it was fantastic. You know, I know as soon as I was there for the 2-day, I was there for both days just to kind of soak it all in, enjoy myself while I can. And I know day one, I was just like, this is fucking like, it took me probably like 15 minutes of walking around and just letting it soak in, being like, damn, they did it. Everyone was like separated. The security was there. If someone had their mask off, like, hey, get that shit back on. And everyone was real respectful, dude. I didn't see no problems. And usually you don't with these type of shows, other than some people might be acting a little bit too foolish. You know what I'm saying?
It happened.
Yeah,
dude,
but
everyone did their part. You know, like you said, security was on point. You know, we went into this with the kind of the demand and the requirement that everyone, you know, play their part with social distancing and masks. And, you know, we had hand sanitizer stations everywhere. That's really important, you know, right now to get not only artists comfortable with playing, but to get fans comfortable with going. You know, everyone's kind of nervous, but to be able to, you know, give you guys and the rest of the, you know, the world basically at this point, the comfort level that we can do this safely, and everyone does their part. You know, that's what this scene is, though. You know, the electronic scene is different than the rest. We all care. You know, we care about each other. We care about the world. We care about health and safety. And, you know, it's really cool to see, you know, everyone else play their part, not just, you know, my team and you know, the team that put this together, but, you know, everyone who was there, all the patrons, they all did their part, and no one took advantage of the situation. You know, there was a few times here or there where we had to say, put on your mask, but no one fought us. No one gave us a hard time. No one was too blackout where they just were rolling around, you know, acting full. But, you know, it was just an overall very promising experience for everyone that gives us faith that, hey, we can do this. And, you know, we're hoping to continue doing it, you know, this way.
And let me go ahead and also say that I tested negative for COVID when I got home as well. So
hell yeah, there you go. I got home this morning. I got a test 8:45 tomorrow morning, and I'm hopeful, man. We did some hugging, so I'm assuming if you're negative, I'm negative. You know.
Yeah, we did some hugging, dude. I even kissed a guy. No, 2 guys. Yeah, I kissed Angelic Root because he got jealous whenever he saw me kiss some other dude. So
that tends to happen, Mitch. You can't go kissing people without someone wanting to get kissed, man.
Dude, look, he legit asked for it. He legit said, "Yo, kiss me, pussy," and I was like, "Oh hell yeah."
were you in your king outfit too?
No, man. There's the thing, dude. The king don't do kissing, dude. Kissing does the king. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed doing that character way too much, man.
Dude, I know you did. That was so funny.
People, when I was getting off stage, people were just trying to talk to me, but they weren't talking to me at that point, bro. They were talking to the king.
You went full in, man. You were Elvis at that point, man. I didn't even recognize you.
The king has risen, dude. All hail the king.
Yeah.
Well, that's sick, man. I want to talk a little about your team, dude, because like this is a tough event to put together and have it all go right. And like you said, these are a lot of people that you haven't worked with before, man. How did you get linked in with your team? And another thing, like how big is a team? How big of a team does it take to get something like this going successfully?
You know, it was kind of a cluster at the beginning of bringing everyone together. But one of my good friends and business partners, Aaron, he ran the event staff for the weekend. He, you know, over the last several years, he's gotten into contact with quite a few people, and one of those was Louis Piatti, who was acting a festival director for us. And he kind of, you know, I had a conversation with Lou back on August 31st, so really, you know, 2 months prior to the event. And, he had a couple of connections, and we just kind of started branching out our connections over the next like week or two until we really, bounded our team. And there's 4 admins, myself, Lewis, Jared, and Calhoun. And then Max we'd consider him a 5th. He's our graphic designer. He did a hell of a job with all this. He did some shit in there that it blew my mind, some of the graphics that he did. But, everyone's got their own backgrounds in music. Everyone's got their own path that kind of led them here. Lewis, he owns a nonprofit called Aftershock out of Philly. And then Jared, he's Choppy Oppy. He owns Gradient Perspective. They're both doing great things. And Calhoun, he's been in the talent buying business for a little while. And, everyone kind of just found their niche. Everyone found their little place. And no one really overlapped each other without, just kind of lending a helping hand. But everyone kind of stayed in their lane, and we all brought something to the table that, made this kind of a dream team. And, we brought in Bobby Fingles, who was our production manager. He just, he kills it everywhere he goes. He's the man. He did a great job. He's got a great team behind him as well. Everyone from our artist hospital team down to the event staff, everyone just kind of, had the same vision. I had a conversation with each of them, before they joined the team, and I explained myself and my vision for it. And everyone realized it. Everyone saw it, and, everyone just kind of came together and made it happen. And, it's fucking magical, man. The fact that, a whole group of, there's probably 15 or so of us that would talk regularly, daily, realistically, who, we had never met in person. We'd had these Zoom calls, and, the first day we got on site together, it was like, brothers, not seeing each other after the war. It was crazy, man. Just big old hugs and high fives and, drinks after. And it was great, man. But, everyone's got their own journeys that lead us here. It's just, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. Everybody's paths match up and line up for a reason. And these guys, we're kind of in the underground scene. No one really knows who we are. I live in Michigan. I do some things around here. We're representing Philly and DC area and LA and a couple other areas around the country. And we all just have the same vision. We all want live music to come back. Well, how do we do that? You get an idea, you get the right team together, and you make that shit rumble.
And you fucking shove it down their throats.
Yeah. Fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, the motherfuckers,
Yeah. Right.
So, it's really cool to see, the camaraderie that we've built already amongst this team. And, they're just a great group of individuals. Really most hardworking group I've ever seen. Do what we've done in such a short amount of time with the success that we had. It was just, it's breathtaking, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all your team, man. They fucking killed it. Like I said, dude, I don't know if I've ever seen that be done before, even before COVID. It might have been or something like that, but I don't know for like a base show like that where it's like, oh, you're camping, that's your hotel right there.
Right. It's just easy at that point, It's so easy.
Dude, it's dope, bro. Like the concept behind it's so lit. Now, I will say I did a festival, and it was a missions festival, and the hotel was at the festival, but it wasn't like a retreat wellness thing. It was like it was like a biker hotel, and it was just for the artists, but it was like my room was completely shaking the whole weekend, so that shit was rough, man. Dude, there was something that you mentioned a second ago. You just said Philly, and I have a funny story that happened during the wellness retreat. Are you like you said you live in Michigan? Are you by chance an Eagles fan?
I'm not an Eagles fan, no.
Okay.
I stick to the Lions, even though they suck, man. I got to represent.
Hey, Dave, Matthew Stafford's a fucking stud. And I hate that he's wasting his career in Detroit. And I'm sorry to say that, but I feel like most Detroit fans are like, yeah, you're right.
That's fair. It's a fair assessment, yeah.
He's a fucking amazing quarterback. But I remember I was on the balcony of one of the hotel rooms. All right, it's the night. I'm pretty drunk at this point, as I am sometimes, and I see these people because it's like a horseshoe type hotel, so they're on the other side, and I see them have an Eagles flag, and I'm like, hey, and I'm just starting to talk shit. I'm like, hey, do y'all like Carson Wentz? I'm like, yeah, we love him. I'm like, really? Because I think all y'all could be doing better. And it just started fucking. I just had to talk.
At that point, you're looking right at each other too, so there's no escaping that argument.
No, there's no escaping. So I just sat out there, and that's one thing I've missed, man. Shit talking to strangers over sports or just anything, man. I've missed that shit. It was fun.
No, yeah, and then kind of retreat to that. The whole layout of that place, it allows you to do that.
Yeah.
And be safe doing it. You can scream your ass off across that, and they'll still hear you, obviously
Yeah.
without the sound going. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it's kind of nice, in that sense. You wake up in the morning, you see someone doing their shit, you just holler at them. We can't really like go out and meet each other on the street right now, so why not yell across the street, basically?
But yeah, like 4 a.m. talking about sports.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
fucking that's the beauty, bro. I'll fucking live for that. You feel me? I'll live for that. You
Hell
know?
yeah. You look like you talk about a whole bunch of shit about NASCAR too, don't you?
Dude, I just talk a lot of shit, period, dude. Especially if I get a couple in me, it's just on, bro. It's on.
What do you drink besides PBR then?
I like whiskey.
Yeah.
I like some good Evan Williams, Jack Daniels. I was drinking Crown this weekend because I was the king. But I like Coors Light, and that's about it. Just all those. That's about it. I'll drink those.
Okay.
But dude, yeah, I like me a nice cigar when I drink the whiskeys, dude.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. What's your drinking choice, brother?
Man, I like me some Tito's. I do the good old Coors Light, maybe some Blue Moon on a beach, maybe some.
Hell
Corona.
yeah, I'll do that on the beach.
I try to
dude.
stay away from the liquor these days. I know my limits. Let's just say.
Hell yeah, definitely staying away from Corona.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, our original plan was, before all this, was to put a case of Corona in each one of the rooms, and
even more fucked up, dude. Have Corona sponsor the shit. You're like, Corona presents. You're like, oh my god.
Our tagline was going to be, "This is the only Corona you're going to get here."
That's a good selling point.
It might be, yeah. Then we realize, hey, we're like, it's 18 and up, but you can't really provide that to 18-year-olds. So
that's true. But dude, like how fucking? Because I feel like this thing right here is the hardest part. How the fuck do you convince a hotel that big to rent out for a bass music show? Like, how do you explain what is coming and what type of people are going to be there? Like, what is that conversation like, and how hard is that conversation?
It was surprisingly not that hard. I thought it was going to be, considering that the first like 6 hotels I called, they gave me a hard no, without really hearing out the full plan of it. A lot of them, whatever HOAs or whatever, just, in too near neighborhoods where we're just going to cause too much ruckus. But, I was searching up and down the coastline, and I saw this Hilton, and I said, holy shit, like this looks like a perfect spot. And I called them up, and the first lady I talked to, her name's Missy, and she's an absolute shark over there. She's their event coordinator, and I pretty much spent 5 minutes pitching the idea and left that conversation with her saying, we're going to do this. I'm going to get you hooked up with sales and marketing director and the GM, and we're going to make it happen. And, within a week I was signing a contract, and, throughout that week I was explaining, hey, we're going to bring a lot of sound here. We're going to bring a lot of people. And I don't know if you guys know, you guys are in South Carolina, you don't really know what electronic music is here. This is going to be very different than what you're used to. We don't fiddle on banjos and sing Kumbaya. We're bringing like a ton of sound. It's probably going to shake this hotel. I'm a little bit worried at how much it's going to shake this hotel because it's kind of on stilts.
Yeah.
And then, don't worry about it. We're adrenaline junkies. We love it. We love this stuff.
Let's
and I
go.
said, all right,
Let's
here we come,
go.
man.
Hell yeah.
Let's bring some noise here. And, I don't know if you saw, we got about 138 noise complaints, and it was great, man. We made the news and everything.
Hell yeah, dude. Were they pissed off like the news, or were they just like, well, obviously people are calling and complaining, dude. So how's the hotel feel about that after all of it?
They love what we do, man. They absolutely love what we do. Not only is it good business for them, but it's, they love music too. They love the concept of bringing live music back. And, we're in talks with them about doing some more over there in the future. Granted, it's Myrtle Beach. There isn't a huge electronic scene there, but we're hoping that people realize, hey, this is a destination vacation. And everybody who was there for the first experience can attest to that. We've got a lot of positive feedback on how this compares to a lot of those bigger destination festivals, and we're hoping to be a front runner in that going forward with this place, because it's literally a perfect location, man.
Dude, in a way, it's a little high class too. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're not sleeping on the ground. You're not in a tent. You're in a nice hotel. Or you're in a Hilton, for God's sake. You're in a damn.
you're at a Double Tree, bro. Were they still giving out cookies that weekend? I never got a cookie.
Yeah, they get. I mean, I make sure I get a tray full every time I come in.
Hell yeah, bro.
They're good. It's nice when they're nice and hot off the oven too. You see them just folding the bags. You go snag a few, give them some.
Dude. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I just remember sitting there like, this is a huge. Like, I didn't realize how big the hotel was gonna be.
Yeah.
How many rooms are in that bitch?
It's deceiving, man. From pictures, you can't really tell, but there's 452 rooms. There's about 218 on one side, about 236 on the other. So there's enough rooms and room like on the property itself. The grass area, to fit a ton of people there.
Yeah.
And once COVID ends, we're gonna try to fill those grass areas and have a kind of the whole festival experience back to that. There's camping spots around there. There's RV spots. There's all those other hotels. So we're hoping to draw a crowd here.
No, that was my thought too. I was just like, dude, after COVID, I hope this idea stays. But it's just like, they have the rooms that you can, and then you can rent out all of them because there's no like distance. And then also that whole area, instead of little booths, it's just wide ass open, so people could buy like day passes. People could buy day passes, or you could buy a fucking room. Which is, I'm gonna do the shit. I'm gonna buy a room, bro. I'm gonna ball out. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way to go, man. Yeah, I mean, the rooms are great, but yeah, being on the floor, you really get that full festival show experience. With that bass in your face, the room. I mean, I don't know about you, but I had rooms on both stages on the 6th floor, and I could hear it just as well on the 6th floor as I could on the ground level.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
It really depends, how many people we can really fit on the ground there to block some of that sound. But man, the way that Hartford Sound designed that to reach all the way up there, it blew me away. That was our biggest concern going into this, was how are we going to get that sound to reach all the way up there, and they way surpassed my expectations on that.
Yeah, dude, it was nice feeling just a fat ass system. I know as soon as I walked in, I was like, ooh, that's a thick one right there, bro.
Yeah. And it's great because you can just like open your the balcony door and just prop it open, lay on your bed, talk to the homies, and still hear it clear as day.
Yeah. Fucking, you got a whole dance floor right there on your balcony, man.
Exactly.
It's a genius idea, dude. I can't say enough good things about it. So after it's all said and done, dude, big events like this, they're very high risk. How is the reward? Is this something that you're coming out of in the hole, or is this something, you don't have to get into specifics, but that was one thing I was just like, man, like not being able to sell it out like you could without COVID, like this is an expensive thing to put together, is what it looks like.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't cheap. I looked at it as an investment. So, I knew going into it, we weren't gonna, make what we could in the future if we continued doing this. But we had to do it once, and we had to do it right once to get that good publicity on us to be able to do it again. Because I'm confident, as well as the rest of the team's confident, this is going to carry over for a long time, and kind of set the bar for a new wave of the festival experience. So, did we make any money? No. Did we break even? No, but we came close enough where, we're very confident that, it's a probable and very realistic, thing to continue doing this and, be profitable at the end. Because, don't get me wrong, it's great making some money, doing this stuff. But, me being an artist, as a musician myself, like I don't do it for the money. I do it for the love of music and the experiences that we can give to people. I got 2 kids, so I'd love to be able to come home and feed them, from doing this. But, myself and the rest of the team, we did it for the reasons, for music. We didn't do it for the money. The financials, that'll come in the future if we did this right. And we proved to ourselves and to the rest of the world basically that we did it right. It definitely wasn't cheap. I'll tell you that. Definitely wasn't cheap. As any festival or show is not cheap, but my family's kind of put in their all, to really believe in me and this experience. And, I'm forever in debt and grateful to them for, believing in this. But, they saw the vision, they saw the probability of it being successful. And I can't tell you how many opportunities have arisen from it. So we're hopeful, and we're kind of in forward motion for the next one and the next one and the next one to continue doing this for everybody.
That's beautiful, dude. I got emotional hearing that, dude. Listen, and I believe in you, man. I believe you. I'll say that too. I believe in you. And that's that's why I wanted to know the podcast. I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. It takes that one creative guy to be like, no, we're going to fucking do it. We're going to do it better than ever. And it's like, hell yeah, dude. That shit was sick, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking crazy, man. That's it takes balls, bro.
Well, that's the thing, everyone, myself included, over the I've been in the music industry since about 2008. I started in Michigan, actually a little bit before then. I lived out in Colorado, and everyone's got their ideas on what they want to do, and all these sick, oh, we should do this, that, have a festival or show here, blah blah blah, all these things, and they're great ideas, but and in time, and this is why I'm kind of grateful for COVID. It sucks, don't get me wrong, all the people dying, but it gave myself and a lot of other people kind of a different perception on music and the reality of things and where things are going and just life in general too. But, I've always been somewhat of a risk taker. After I had kids, I kind of chilled out a little bit, but, this gave me an opportunity to kind of reach outside the box and say, hey, you know what, if this idea does stick, then, it's literally going to change things forever for a lot of people. But if it doesn't, at least I went down trying.
Yeah.
It's just one of those crazy, unique, who knows if it's going to work. It's an idea that's sprouted from, myself and my friends just kind of talking and partying one day. And, it just got to a point of like, fuck, like we can do this. Like we need to do this. People need this music. Like we can figure this the fuck out. We're all smart individuals. We have passion. We got hard work. Like, fuck, let's just do it. What better time than now? This is when we need it. People could be sitting and playing this shit for a couple of years, 3-4 years. And we didn't have time for that because we wanted to give people the music now.
Yeah.
And, this project was actually supposed to be at the end of September, but that really only gave us, a month of planning, which is completely unrealistic.
Yeah.
But, the fact that we could do it this soon, and do a Halloween show, in basically 2 months, a little over 2 months of planning, like that, blew my mind. I planned parties before. I planned little mini shows, and in 2 months for basically one small little venue with one small little stage, like that's kind of easy, sure. But to this scale, and that's why I'm so proud of this team that we've got on, man. They grabbed this thing by the balls. I came to them with this idea, and we just fucking ran with it.
You got to, man.
It's my expectations,
Yeah, I love what you said, man. You said, if I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down trying, dude. I fucking love that, man. I love to hear it, dude. You cannot win unless you try, and you can do anything you want in this life. Just don't be a little fucking bitch, and you ain't one, dog. You took that shot.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, that's beautiful, man. I'm proud of you, dude. And like I said, I think that I think y'all are doing this again, though, right? You keep on saying if we do this again.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
Okay, cool. I think at long term, it's gonna fucking pay off for you, man. I believe in it, man. That's fucking killer.
Thank you, man. I think so.
Yeah, that was the thing I was gonna ask. Is it like a deal that you have signed with other hotels? Like, is there some already in the books planned, or is it just kind of like we gotta just restart over and try it again, or like do it again?
The Hilton, they love us over there. I'm not going to go into too much detail about my agreement with them, but let's just say we'll be back there. We'll be back there sooner than later. People love what we're doing. Like I said, the only people who don't are the neighbors who heard bass until midnight. But you know what? That's expected. And you don't make the news unless it's a good party. So but yeah, they love us over there. They want us to come back. We're looking at, possibly, switching a few things around here and there just to make it that much more epic and better. But, for the first run, man, like they were blown away. We were blown away. We've gained a lot of traction with them and several other artists and agencies and, management persona in the industry where everyone's confident that we could and should do this again. So, that's kind of the motivation and the feedback we needed to have reassurance to do this again. We think we crushed it. There's obviously it's not going to go perfect. It's the first time festival, but for the first time, having that much positive feedback, having people, some people begging us to do this again soon. It's magical, man. It really warms my heart.
Yeah.
And gives me faith and confidence that, hey, like we're going to do this again. We're going to crush it. Each time it's just going to keep getting better and better and better and better and better. I got a 10-year plan, man. I got a 10-year plan, and I'm hoping that this project is a big part of that. So
yeah, dude. Like I said, man, I have faith in you, dude. I fucking believe in you on this shit, dude.
Thank you,
Dude,
man.
so this might be me being a little ignorant, but those ain't real mountains behind you, are they? Or is that Mississippi?
No. So I'm in Michigan now. So I lived in Colorado for a few years. I absolutely fell in love waking up every morning to the mountains. So I decided to get some curtains to, every time I walk downstairs, I can at least pretend I'm in Colorado.
Yeah.
Start my
Dude,
day off right.
yeah, I love the mountains too, man. Every time I'm by 'em, I'm just happier. Like I'm just happier whenever I'm by mountains because I know I'm outdoors because I got to be seeing them. You know what I mean? So I'm always happier. I actually want to move somewhere with some mountains, like pretty soon.
Do it, man. Do it. I mean, I can't stress enough. I mean, Colorado's my favorite place, that I've ever been to. I've traveled quite a bit. I've lived in Alaska and California and Georgia. I've lived a few places. And Colorado still has my heart, man. You can't beat 300 plus days of sunshine every year, plus the mountains. I played golf in January before there, and it's unbeatable.
Hell yeah, dude. You ever been to Mississippi? Talk about paradise, brother.
I
Nah.
I have not been to Mississippi yet.
Hell yeah.
I'll make it a point to check that out one of these days.
No, I mean I'm looking at Utah. Obviously, the state of Colorado is always an idea as well. But I'll figure it out as I go. I'm figuring it out as I go. That's just how I'm doing it.
I mean, with the TVBOO project, man, fucking Colorado would not be a bad spot.
No, they have a sick comedy scene there. I went and did stand up in Denver one night, and the fucking lineup, it was just like everyone on there was so goddamn funny. And one of the guys on there was from the original Karate Kid, and I forget
nice.
which guy it was, but he was up there doing stand up.
Hell yeah. Was he doing some moves too?
Nah, dude, he was just cracking jokes, man, and they got a killer comedy scene, but so is Utah. Also, Salt Lake City also has a really good comedy scene as well.
Oh, nice.
So,
I would not have thought that, honestly.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to step up whenever I move. Is just like put me in a place where people are automatically funny, or like instantly funnier than me.
Good, and that's why at the start of this project, I was like, "Hey, man, you're funny as hell. Like, whip off dust off the old jeans and the mic, and come and say some funny shit, make us laugh. It's a wellness retreat. Comedy is such a big part of health and just people being happy that." I really, in the future, I definitely want to incorporate more of comedy into what we're doing. But man, you should run with it, man. You got that. You got a skill. You got that persona. You got the charisma. You got, you're full of funnies.
Well, I appreciate you, brother. This
I
time
don't
it was
see why you wouldn't, take that on.
It was weird because it's like whenever you had asked me to do it at the festival, it's like, dude, I haven't done stand up in 7 months, dude. I've written so many jokes, but before I go do them as TVBOO, I do them as Mitch here in New Orleans, like 5 minutes, like twice a week. I'll go do stand up like twice a week and test out these jokes and see what happens, man. But them bitches still ain't open. So it's like, I don't know if these jokes are completely fucked or if they're good. Here's the thing. I don't want to risk getting canceled on a joke I think's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But soon, man, I'm about to say just fuck it. But now that I know what it's like to, next time, I'll go up there and crack some jokes, no problem. I ain't never scared.
Good.
I ain't scared, dog.
Hell yeah.
So, how were you involved with the talent buying on this? Like, were you the one booking the artists, or did you have somebody in helping me with that?
So Calhoun was our head talent buyer. He's out of LA. He actually, I think he's from Columbia, South Carolina, actually, but he lives in LA. He's done some work with a couple agencies out there. He's been our ace in the talent buying business for this, but Jared also helped a lot with that as well. Considering we had to move so quickly on so many artists, Calhoun couldn't do it alone, so Jared kind of assisted in that. And we had, a little help, from a few other sources, but those two put together a hell of a lineup. I had my ideas of people I threw in there. You were one of the names that I threw in there, Mitch. I know that we had talked earlier.
Straight from the source, bro. Straight from the source. Straight from the head chief. He's like, I want TVBOO in here. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I love what you're doing, and you and a lot of your crew, what you guys are doing. Me personally, I'm an artist musician. I wanted to put myself in the lineup too, so I played, Saturday afternoon starting the stage off. But I'm more along the lines of the vibier stuff. A little mixture of everything. but that was kind of the idea, was building two different feelings, two different vibes there. One with that heavy bass, and one with the the more of the vibey, funkier stuff. And we really try to curate a setting for everyone to enjoy. Because everyone's been dying to hear music, electronic music again. But there's so many different genres and styles and everything. If we just pick one, I personally would have felt guilty that we only catered to one of those.
Yeah.
So we tried to do a whole healthy mixture of really, a lot of the best in the business right now. People obviously have been dying to play, but people who, are some of the up and coming guys, from Aftershock and Gradient as well. But selfishly, I put myself on there just because I was like, I've been trying to blast my career off too. Like, what better chance to do that than one of my first big festival. It gave me a chance to play on the a sound system that I could only have dreamed on playing. So, it was, the whole talent buying process. I sat in on it a little bit, so I got a little bit of an understanding on how it goes. There's a lot more that goes into it than people think. So the fact that Calhoun and Jared, kind of grabbed that by the balls and ran with it, and they absolutely crushed it. And I've heard nothing but positive feedback from a lot of the management and agents that we've dealt with. So, they did what they were supposed to do, and they exceeded expectations, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it definitely is more than just booking an artist, because it's like you want to get someone dope, but you also want to get someone that like can sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like I get that too, man. What's your artist name? What do you go by?
I go by Citizen. So it's me, and I got a guitarist that I work with who's also audio engineer. We kind of just started this project last year. He's a Denver guy. I'm in Michigan. We've been playing together for about 4 years, back and forth. I was in the military for a little while, so I stopped, with the whole music thing. But once I got out, I realized, hey man,
service, man.
Music's my life. That's what I want to do. And with my kids, I haven't really been able to take it seriously. But last year, I kind of, this kind of the same concept with Revibe. I kind of dropped everything that I was doing. I quit going to school, and I was finishing up, further in my college education. I got a business degree, but I was going a little further. I stopped doing that. I quit my job, and I kind of put it all into music. And, over the last year, I've just made an incredible amount of connections and opportunities that somewhat, led to this. So I want to, do this for a living. Don't get me wrong. I love the management and creative side of hosting events, but playing music, writing music and playing it for people, that's where my heart and passion is, man. I'm just like you. I'm just like a lot of these other artists who, you make something, you make it from your heart and your soul, and you put everything into it. I'm not the most vocally emotional person, but everything I do, I put into my music, and that way I can kind of come back to society and come back to reality and be a better person that way and be able to communicate a little better. But it's just been kind of tough with kids to really pursue that, but they've gotten a little better understanding of what I'm doing, and obviously I spend every waking minute trying to be with them and hang out with them. But shit, we danced for 3 hours to my music the other day, got a little video of it and everything, and it was great, man. But it's something I want to do for the rest of my life. So I'm hoping that this whole Revibe thing kind of sprouts my actual music career as well.
Dude, you can do it, man. You can do anything. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything. You just put in that work. Yeah, you said you served, man. I appreciate you for your service, man. I really appreciate that. I got family and stuff who served as well, dude. So, salute to you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Cool thing, actually. A lot of the members of this the Revibe team were ex-military. The whole Battle Tested Solutions crew, they're all ex-military. Our event services with Aaron, Brandon, and I think about 80% of them are ex-military. So I'm really prominent on bringing in ex-military veterans and those minded people into this project, because I know their work ethic, I know their abilities, and they get shit done. And this is kind of a testament to that as well. So I try to support my brothers. Yeah,
you typically don't meet lazy people who've served. Yeah, you'll pretty much get shit done with your hands if you got to.
Yeah.
Dude, you'll fucking
we used to do a whole lot of shit with a whole limited supply of things. So we're all able to kind of make shit out of nothing. So it's a good skill to have. And in the music industry, there's a whole lot of problems that come up that you don't realize, especially in the execution of projects. So having people who can problem solve that quickly. Having those skills already in place, it makes life a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, man, y'all are like the Team America of promoters.
America, fuck
Fuck
yeah.
yeah, dude, that shit's awesome, man. I hate that. I was supposed to play Sunset Music Festival on the 4th of July, and I was gonna open up with that song, and I was just gonna be wearing American flag speedo. That was what I was gonna DJ the whole time.
That would have been fucking epic, dude.
And I couldn't. I hate that it didn't happen because that
I mean,
song just has to get played at a bass show like on 4th of July. It just has to happen.
100%. And now I expect you to do that.
Yeah, hold up. Let me sing for the people. Sing for them. I'm turning the camera back on.
Sing for me, sing.
Sing for them. You got it.
America, fuck yeah. Coming again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah, America, fuck
And
yeah.
I'm gonna let the people decide if you're in key or not.
Lick my butt and suck on my balls.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, so did it work? Hold up. Skirt. So what's next for you, bro? Like, I know you said, y'all's deal and agreement's just a little hush or whatever like that. But other than the Revibe stuff, what you got coming up for you, dude? Like, music wise, personal wise, what's up?
So I came out with an EP about 2 weeks ago. It's on all the platforms. So I love making music. That's kind of where my heart is. I spend a lot of time with my kids though too. I'm a family man. I'm homeschooling them as much as I can. So I'm busy. I don't really sleep too much, but music and building this whole project is taking over my life for the better. And it's not a bad thing, but it's motivating. This whole project, itself, it was kind of the telling point on where I was going to be at, in the next year or so. And this kind of just set the tone that, hey, you know what, this is going to be a thing. This is going to be life now. And I'm just kind of getting ready to adjust to the whole full time, day in and day out, creation of Revibe, all the Revives that we got coming up, and my own music stuff. I'm hopefully gonna start getting picked up, to play a few shows here and there. But one thing I realized, there's the music industry is full of talented people, man. There's so much talent out there. It's really hard to get noticed unless you do something extravagant. So
you gotta be loud, bro. You gotta be loud.
I'm extravagant. Now I hope I get noticed,
Dude, what you did was loud for sure. You gotta stir the pot. You gotta be loud.
Yeah.
Dude, so this next question might be a little fucking weird, okay? But like, you said you got 2 kids. Was there ever a thought in your mind to sacrifice your firstborn? Was that ever would that ever like go through your head at any point in time? Like, maybe
I wouldn't say sacrifice my firstborn, no. That's definitely kind of fucked up, but I can see that's not the first time I've been asked that either.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I just feel like it's a thing people used to do back in the day.
Man, it was a real thing. I don't get it, but like they lived some crazy times back then, where hanging witches and slaughtering animals and drinking their blood and killing babies.
Drinking whatever, dude. You get a cold beer to me, I might be screaming "fuck Hillary," and I might just fucking sacrifice my firstborn, dude. Who knows? Well, that's beautiful, man. Well, look, dude, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. I think we got over it. Went over everything I was really curious about. I mean, like I said, dude, as soon as I saw the event and kind of like let it all soak in and everything, I was just, oh yeah, one more thing before I do my outs, dude. The cops were fucking cool as shit. I remember I remember walking past one and he's just like this, like rocking. And I was like, hell yeah, he's feeling it at this point. At first they're just all phones out recording, like this shit's so weird. But they were all really nice, man. They were all young too. They felt like they were all like, like our age, or like, around that time. And I made sure though, every time I walked by and said, I appreciated all them being there for keeping them safe. I do appreciate all them being there.
And that was the thing, we got, a few people that are like, oh, there's so many cops, and it's like, hey, like we're literally trying to just be safe,
Yeah.
And they did a little bit of overkill just to make sure that we could all be safe and that people felt safe, and a lot of it was for the artists too, we got a lot of pushback from from some of the management at the start of this, making sure that, hey, Rick, we got to be able to make sure that everything is safe from top to bottom, and having an extra set of cops there. Yeah, it's not the most like appealing, but like, you're right, they were cool as shit. They were just walking around and just vibing out, and they were a little intimidating in their groups of like 8 or whatever, trying to be all Billy Badass, but like, whatever, it's literally just to show that, hey, they're there for if we need them, and just don't be an idiot, because like they're there.
Yeah, they weren't fucking with people at all. They were just
No.
ducked off to the side. I'm sure they enjoyed being there than out on the street or whatever, man. So shout out to the Myrtle Beach Police Department, man. They were nice, man. They seemed like they were having a good time as well. And I like seeing that, where the cops aren't fucking hating their jobs, or people aren't disrespecting them or anything like that, where they're able to just protect and let people do their fucking thing and not fuck with people.
Right. And, it's supposed to be a safe place for us all to kind of, be ourselves. And that's something I think they started to realize, it was a private event. They were there just to, serve and protect. That's their job. And they stuck to that. They weren't fucking with anybody. They weren't, they handled every little dispute, with professionalism. And, they were great, man. They were great. There was.
You did say one thing, though, and it was something I wanted to ask. You said pushback. Okay. So what was the pushback on social media from the get-go of y'all trying to do something like this? Because there's these fucking keyboard warriors out there where it's like, venues, like they're like, hey, this is a 500 cap venue. We're going to have 100 people in here, and we're going to make sure it's distance. And people are still like, fuck that. It's like, what are these people supposed to do? But it's just like, you're like, hey, we're doing a fucking festival at a hotel. Like, I'm sure the heat was there, right?
Oh yeah, it was heavy at the start of it. And the biggest thing was people didn't understand, and kind of like you, Mitch, like you didn't understand until you got there. You got on site, you saw the just how big the place was, and like, we didn't do the best job of explaining that. That's something that, we're learning, but we did what we could without most of the team being on site. It was just me and some others relaying information about the property. And it's just kind of one of those, you got to experience it to really see it. But we were getting a whole bunch of pushback on how it didn't make sense, and how we're, doing events during COVID, and how we're a bunch of fucking idiots, and how we don't care about the world and don't care about people. And we want, we're asking people to come there and die. We got a whole list of shit that was told to us, man. It just, in my opinion, I kind of chuckled at it because I knew what was going to happen. I knew what kind of precautions that we were putting into play, but how do you relay that to people who, it's a first time event and such a weird time. People have their own preconceived notions on events right now, and it's everyone's just scared, man. If you're scared, go to church. We don't need to be scared. We need to be, proactive on how to make this shit happen again.
I love it. If you scared, go to church. Fuck yeah, dude. After the event, you fucking whipped that thing out, started helicopter dicking, man. Like, motherfuckers. Told y'all. Yeah, dude.
A little slap in the face of it,
Yeah, did y'all catch any heat on after, or everyone was just like, "Yo, this was fucking sick"?
And we blew everyone away, man. I've not seen one negative remark, not a single one.
Everybody I talked to,
other than one news article where we caused some poor little girl's bed to shake, at midnight, when she was trying to fall asleep, or I don't know what happened, but
well, dude, if they would have sacrificed her when she was born, they would have.
Hey man, that's what happens when you got Karen as your mom,
Right. Well, look, Cliff, I fucking appreciate you, man. The fucking event was awesome. I had the time of man, it was just so refreshing. I just feel like a whole new guy. You know what I mean? A whole new man. And I'm inspired as fuck after this weekend, dude. You know what I mean? I came home, instantly was writing tunes, man. Festivals really make you fall in love with music in a different way every time. And that's what it did for me, man. So I really appreciate you. I knew as soon as I got there, I was like, I gotta get this guy on the podcast and come and talk about this shit. I want everyone to know about this stuff. But also, I was curious about a lot of things as well.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm an open book at this point. If you want to ask me anything, you know where to find me. Feel free to share with whoever and everybody. We want people to know what we're doing. We want people to be able to come experience this. Across all genres too. Maybe not even just sticking to EDM, but bringing live music back to the world. So however we can go about that, we obviously always appreciate you and what you do, and all the artists who came out and took that risk to be a part of this. It wasn't easy, but I from my understanding, my team and I, we gave you guys that confidence to, hey, like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right, and we won't let you down type mentality. And I think we lived up to that as far as I can tell, and we're fucking stoked to do this again with y'all.
Yeah, man. I'm stoked to see it. I hope I'm a part of it again, man. But either way, I'm stoked for you, and I'm happy for you, man. Keep doing your damn thing, bro. You got you got it. Whatever it is, you got it, bro. You got to
I
figure it out.
appreciate that, man. Thank you.
All right, dude. Well, look, I fucking appreciate you again, and I will talk to you later.
All right, sounds
Everyone
good.
Everybody, go follow Revibe on all their social medias. Also, go check out his music, Citizens. Right? Did I say that right?
Citizen, CITICIN. Like we're all
Like
citizens of this crazy fucking country of ours.
Hell yeah, best country on the goddamn planet, dude. Best believe it.
America.
Later, buddy. That's Mr. Clifford, everybody. We're the beast, stirring up the pot, making a little noise, doing a little dance, making love tonight, all that good shit, man. Cool guy. Glad we got to talk, dude. I've utmost faith in that man. I've probably said it so many times, dude. But I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got coming up. I'm rooting for him, and I hope all of y'all are too. But that's going to conclude this week's episode of Talks with Taboo. I love y'all. Be good. Don't shave because it's No Shave November. I'm not shaving, dude. That's why I'm looking rough as fuck. But soon, it's going to be full beard. Y'all going to be like, damn, bro. Damn. That's all y'all going to say. Anyway, later. Bye.